This ranking is based on the Play Score, a standard rating that averages gamer reviews and critic reviews. Opening our list of top 15 3DS platformers is Blue Kid 2. With so many retro classics in this list, it's only appropriate to start with a fitting homage. Happy as he was with darling Pink Girl, Blue Kid is on a mission to save his pink baby from an evil threat. Set in a beautiful 2D land, run, jump, and swim your way across its 5 amazing worlds. Aside from our blue protagonist, everything looks cute and cuddly with its array of furry creatures and slithering snakes. But the journey isn't easy. There's gonna be plenty of brutal boss fights to be fought and secrets to discover. Use your leg power and newfound fire powers to defeat the creatures that stand in your way. Save your baby and reunite the family. It has a play score of 7.97. Number 14 is Harmonie. From the makers of Pokemon comes a game to trust you with the melodies, chimes, and tunes. Harmonie tells the story of Tempo and his quest to protect Melodia from evil. Travel from places to places while solving puzzles and engage in platforming mechanics in this rhythm-based action game. With over 50 stages, jump and strike enemies with the use of your note staff to beat drums. You can also team up with different friends like Lyra and Taiko. They both have unique abilities that offer a different playstyle on its 8 huge worlds. Music is your savior and it has a play score of 8.04. Number 13 is Yumi's Odd Odyssey. With so many platforming games on the market, or even games in general, there's not much exposure to these kinds of games yet. Yumi's Odd Odyssey is a simple platforming game that takes the joy of fishing. Although you won't be catching so many fishes in the game, it still hooks players into its charming world. Pun intended. Use your fishing rod and embark on its odd and mysterious levels. You can use your rod to push into greater distances, pull objects, unlock treasures, and of course, solving puzzles. Although the game can be very simple at face value, its difficulty slowly increases by every level. It has a play score of 8.06. Number 12 is Ollie Ollie. Step into the skate park with Roll 7's highly addictive side-scrolling skating game. Before there was Ollywood, it was just you and its 50 devilishly crafted levels. Experiment on new tricks as you slam your face to the ground with over 250 challenges. Show off your rad combos and try to compete with players from all around the world in the game's leaderboards. Whip out your finger skills and prove that the daily grind is always worth it. It's a skating enthusiast's ideal game, and it never runs out of steam due to its unprecedented level of addictiveness. It has a play score of 8.14. Number 11 is Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World. This handful 3DS port to the popular Wii U platformer is a work of art. It's cute, fun, and it packs so much content for such a small handheld device. Not much has changed compared to its Wii U original, but the most noticeable addition is the focused presence of Yoshi's adorable canine companion, Poochie. These two embark on multiple colorful levels, solving puzzles and collecting treasures. Most critics and gamers love this charming port, from the amazing art style, creativity, and catchy tunes. However, Poochie was a bit underused as the game was so much into Yoshi. It has a play score of 8.15. Number 10 is Box Boy. There's just one word to sum up everything about this game: boxes. Step into the tiny shoes of Kirby, a small box with little to no talent when it comes to jumping and avoiding danger. Fortunately, this guy has something in his sleeve. He can create boxes, and more boxes from his body to traverse difficult locations. Instead of thinking outside the box, he had to think inside the box. Box Boy may be easy to learn, but its mastery in the higher levels make it a challenge. There are a handful of new tricks to surprise players even when the game feels easy. Players can also create their own puzzling levels to challenge new players. Gamers and critics have praised its simple art style, gameplay, and platforming elements. It's also one of the finest platformers to hit the 3DS. It has a play score of 8.30. Number 9 is Cave Story 3D. A platformer that's reminiscent of the classic Metroid, this game is a 3D remodel of Daisuke Amaya's Cave Story. It was lauded not only for its challenging platforms, but also for its compelling story. Jump, fly, and shoot around a floating island full of caves, dungeons, and underground lakes. In order to stop the evil doctor from enslaving a village of Mimigas, you'll be tasked to wipe out a species of flowers that turn the furry villagers into rabid beasts. It's a journey that requires agility, courage, and strength. Choices will have to be made, and friends may be lost. All that topped with a marvelous soundtrack. You might need a few tissues for this one. It has a play score of 8.32. Number 8 is Gunman Clive. Take a trip to the futuristic American frontier era and save the mayor's daughter from a number of dangers. Hey, it's not called the Wild West for nothing. In its strange blue and brown world, You'll encounter nasty henchmen, gigantic robots, and machine gun wielding bosses. With your trusty revolver, show them who's boss and do what it takes to win the girl. Jump on moving trains and duel with acrobatic cowboys. Its old meets new art style has been praised by journalists and critics alike, paying homage to the platformers of old while still keeping its own little quirks. In this town, it's always high noon, with a play score of 8.33. Number 7 is Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. Your favorite primates are back, and they've brought a charming 3D world with them. It's a direct port of the Wii game, but with the addition of all new levels. DK and Diddy's adventure continues with the evil Tiki tribe hypnotizing their friends and stealing their bananas. Avenge your bananas and friends in a journey full of barrel jumping and banana collecting fun. The levels might be a little harder this time, but they've added a handy new mode that makes them all a bit easier thanks to extra health points, special items, and autoplay features. While it doesn't offer a lot in terms of innovation, it's a new take on an old school game. It has a play score of 8.52. Number 6 is Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. Building on the strong foundations of the first game, Gunvolt 2's success is no surprise thanks to its cool pixel visuals and stylish combat maneuvers. It's the same old platforming fun, with a suave Gunvolt back at the helm. Lock onto robotic enemies and fire an electric blast to crush their very core. This sequel introduces a new playable character in Copen, one of the major characters of the series. Unlike GV, he's got a different set of moves. Gaining powers from bosses and his lightning fast dash attacks add a new layer of gameplay and really adds to the game's replay value. Along with its surprising guest appearance, the future of the Azure Striker looks bright. It has an electric play score of 8.59. Number 5 is Shante and the Pirate's Curse. The good thing about WayForward's Shante series is its rekindling of the classic Metroidvania fire. The Pirate's Curse follows the story of our favorite hair-whipping heroine in her quest to stop evil from breaking out. Set on 6 different islands with unique enemies, levels, and environments, use Shantae's damage-dealing hair to eliminate foes. This platformer oozes with the classic tropes, from the puzzles, items, music, to the boss battles. The characters are the most memorable in this game. Not to mention, this game marks the return of Shante in the modern generation consoles. It has a play score of 8.78. Number 4 is Kirby, Planet Robobot. Everyone's favorite pink creature makes a return in Planet Robobot. This time, a mysterious alien race has invaded Kirby's home. These invaders are a powerful threat, but with Kirby's newfound robot suit, things will be a breeze, one chew at a time. Control Kirby as he stops this invading race from taking over his home world. It's an adventure throughout the stars as you use Kirby's iconic power absorption ability to eliminate foes. Perhaps the biggest feature in this game is Kirby's robotic armor. This will enable you to topple down monsters easily and efficiently. It's a game changer to Kirby's usual abilities. The game is such a blast and it has a play score of 8.90. Number 3 is 3D Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Dr. Eggman's back to his old tricks, turning the animals of South Island into an army of robot slaves. Thankfully, Sonic's coming to save the day. With spiky hair and cool white gloves, Sonic looks dashing in the 3rd dimension, and his pixel landscapes look even better. Zoom past 7 classic zones to collect coins and defeat the badniks that infest the lands. Run up slopes and roll around the loop-de-loops. It's the same old Sega classic, made better to suit the taste of the modern generation, and as a service to the older ones. It has a play score of 8.99. Number 2 is Shovel Knight. There's nothing more enjoyable than controlling a brave knight with a shovel as a weapon. Fight in the name of love as you explore a demented 8-bit castle with hallways in need of digging and digging. Shovel Knight is an iconic side-scrolling platformer that reinvigorates the energy from classic 8-bit games. Yacht Club Games' masterpiece comes from a Kickstarter campaign that garnered the support of the gaming community. It's so successful, it became what we now know today, as one of the frontrunners of the most successful indie games of all time. And of course, this success comes with more surprises. 2 huge DLCs called Spectre of Torment and Plague of Shadows will add more variety to the already amazing platformer. It has a play score of 9.15. And here are the runners-up before we reveal the number 1. Skylanders Swap Force. Skyland's greatest heroes were caught in the eruption of a volcano and survived. With their newest swapping abilities, they have to stop Chaos' evil plans and save Skylands once again. It has a play score of 7.87. Rayman Origins. Ubisoft's critically acclaimed platformer is filled with dazzling visual design and psychedelic mayhem. Run, jump, and slide through trippy levels accompanied by catchy tunes. It has a play score of 7.85. Ika-chan. From the maker of Cave Story, Daisuke Amaya brings us an underwater adventure with Ika-chan the Squid. Find your way out of an underwater abyss. It's a dark world, but you gotta keep swimming. It has a play score of 7.34. Pac-Man and the Ghostly Adventures. A new adventure based on the TV series of the same name. Pac-Man and his friends work together to defeat the King of the Netherworld and save the Pac World from doom. It has a play score of 6.96. Super Monkey Ball HD. Tilt the world around the monkey in a ball. Why is he in a ball? Nobody knows. Collect bananas and try not to get dizzy. It has a play score of 6.78. You may get these games right now by clicking the links below. And the best Nintendo 3DS platformer is, of course, Super Mario 3D Land. Along the numerous Mario games available on the Nintendo 3DS, one emerged victorious. Super Mario 3D Land maximizes the 3DS's 3D capabilities. The game is entirely playable with or without 3D, but it's highly recommended to remove frustrations and add immersion. From the eye-popping colorful visuals to the creative 3D rendered environments, Nintendo never fails to utilize its biggest console feature. The game has everything every Mario fan wants to have, such as the characters, puzzles, challenges, and the ever-present Bowser. Like most of its previous games, travel from around numerous worlds and complete tasks and objectives. It's just so outstanding. Now that Nintendo Switch has hit the market, we can't wait for Super Mario Odyssey. This garnered a play score of 9.16. Thank you to these awesome contributors from around the world who helped us translate our videos to their respective languages. If you want to take part in the growth of our What to Play community, please translate your favorite What to Play videos to your language. Simply click that More button below and select Add Translations. We publish 4 gaming videos every week. Don't miss any of them. Click that bell button beside subscribe, check the send me box, and save. Don't forget to like and share this video to your friends. To receive the latest play score and gaming updates, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Google+.